Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team is currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2 CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. It's week 45, and this is what our diggers have for us today. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply head on over to the Patreon page linked in the video description. Now without further ado, let's begin. Starting things off today, Captain Crazy Hats dug up WINGAMES /WC/SHOOTR. Okay, let's see here. WC SHOOTR. There's also a shoot as well. But no, we got SHOOTR. Although apparently it's SHOOTR. And we got some WAV files. Vendor.exe. Okay. Whoa. SHOOTR version 2.2 by Albert Ashton. Part of the Win Arcade Series 3E, apparently. Thanks for downloading the updated SHOOTR 2.2 for Windows. SHOOTR's an old-time favorite shoot-up Western game. SHOOTR was created last year, so 2016? I don't think so. Actually, it doesn't even have a year in here. Update is still fun to play. Game is designed to give the feel of being at the circus shooting gallery. Very simple game to play, but you'll find yourself playing it always. If you do, please to register this game for only $5.77. That's incredibly specific. In any case, let's... Oh, jeez. Interesting. So, let's center this on the screen. Ah! It, like, It's like doing that every time I do something outside of the program. Or maybe... That's so weird. Why was it doing that every time I was minimizing something? Okay, not a free game, send in your money. Yada yada. Okay, so how do I start? Just go up to... Oh, play. Ah, I'm already playing. Well, this is pretty basic. Yeah, all you do is you move the mouse around and you click things. A round literally lasts over 2 minutes? I don't know if I want to play this that long. It looks like it's tracking my number of hits and escapes at the bottom. So I'm guessing number of hits and the number of enemies that have... Okay, and I actually lose points every time I shoot. If I miss. So... Oh, and you also lose points when they escape. So that's kind of interesting. So to get your score up, you have to hit them, and if they escape or if you miss, you lose points. And that seems to be how the scoring works. Although, you know, it kind of reminds me of some other games that I've played for Windows before. There's actually an entire series of games for Windows that they all take place in like these different like locales with different sound effects and everything, but they all have this sort of same pattern going on where all you're doing is clicking on things that come and go on a time limit for points with a fixed screen to work with, and it always plays a whole bunch of it always plays a whole bunch of obnoxious sounds when you start it, asking you to register. Excuse me again. And then does the same thing again when you try to quit. So this program might be one of those, so we'll have to keep our eyes open for more of them. 1, 0, done. Oh, apparently it was made in 1993. And that's it. So I got 172 hits, 77 of them escaped, and my final score was 4,326. Oh, there is a... Odd, clicking that doesn't turn the sound off. This copy of SHOOTR does not offer access to speed. Game speed and timer are running in Shareware mode. So I guess that's the benefit to registering, is you actually get to choose like how fast the game goes. You know what, this whole thing with wave sound... Tips Software Products. I got a funny feeling this program is part of that whole set of arcade games that I was mentioning, where it's just all pretty much the same thing, just with a different dressing and such. Well, in any case, very basic game. I guess if you like this kind of stuff, it's something to entertain you. Is it worth $5.77 exactly? Maybe? We're talking 1993 here, so you could buy, like... Well, yeah, you could buy better games than this for Windows for sure, but most of them probably would be more expensive. So, I guess for the price, like... If this kind of stuff appeals to you, then the price is okay. But this is not a... If this is not your kind of thing, then... Yeah, that's too much. Next up, Jim has dug up DOSGAMES /arcade2 /OILGAME. Clearly something to do with oil, I'm guessing. Yeah, OILGAME. Exactly 48,000 bytes. And 1985? Ugh. Better preemptively turn those cycles down. OILGAME. Do you like Wildcatter? Okay, with instructions, yes. In this game, you own an independent oil and gas drilling company. First, you must select a drilling site from the map of Boone County. After you enter your site, you will be shown a geology report indicating potential pay zone. The deeper you drill a well, less chance you have of finding oil or gas. Chance of finding huge strikes increases. Shallow wells are more likely to produce. If after drilling to the potential pay zone and no oil or gas is indicated, you may choose to drill to one other depth at the site. And just show... And we start the game with 1 million in assets. So please pick a drill site. I'm guessing I gotta do it with the letters and such. Let's go C3. Potential pay zone, 7,500 to 10,000 feet. Target zone starts at 8,000. You wish to drill? Sure. Okay. Oil and gas show at 8,000 feet. Fracture cost is 80,000. Cost to drill per feet 30. Cost so far 225. Sure. Let's fracture. Hey, Eureka, we struck oil. We will produce 0 barrels of oil per day. Oh. Wait. Okay, if we struck oil, then why are we producing natural gas? Anywho. Wow. Okay, So... I guess we're showing a net profit of 1,708,000. Nice. Well, that was easy. So we're up to 2.7 million. Let's go H3. Well, start drilling. No show at 8,000. You wish to go deeper? Sure. Enter new depth. Let's go 9,250. Damn. Ah, that was a waste of money. Oh, it's a shorter drill, so this looks like it'll be oil and gas show at 4,500 feet. Fracture cost is 45,000. Let's fracture. So I guess maybe I have to go deeper if I want oil, because again, we've hit natural gas here. Oil and gas show at 8,000 feet again. What happens if I say no to fracturing? Oh, it's just total loss then. Can I do D1 again? I can. So, yeah, let's fracture. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of oil from this one. And there we go. Now we're getting some more barrels of oil, but still only a small net profit from that one. Yeah, this seems to be a very simple game from the looks of it. I guess the idea is to eventually tackle all the different sites and, well, see if you can manage to get rich or something. I don't know what the end condition is. Ooh, this one's deep. And we actually see something. So, 240 barrels of oil per day. That's going to be a bunch. There we go, 1.7 million profit. So this one's pretty shallow, so let's just try it. Let's go all the way to 7,000. Damn. Oh. Okay, so that's the end condition, is you get 10 tries. So yeah, that was, well, Wildcatter, which is called Oil Well for the executable for whatever reason. Like, it's kind of it's an interesting game, but there's not a lot of strategy to it. So it's something that's more like, this is the kind of game that a person learning how to program would probably make. And I say that from experience, because when I was learning how to program, a lot of the games I made that had procedural content were mostly about trial and error, seeing what kind of results you would get with what kind of input that you provide. So this game to me actually feels like somebody who's just making a game because they're learning how, if that makes any sense. It's very simple when it comes down to it, and yet it doesn't seem to be buggy or anything. And then when you actually go to drill a site, it actually has like these extra graphics here. Like, the game doesn't need these graphics, and yet here they are. So yeah, it's interesting. I don't think it would hold anyone's attention for too long, but yeah, nothing otherwise wrong with it. And as luck would have it, our last game for today is called DOSGAMES /Adventure /LASTHALF, and this one was dug up by Seth Tierney. I have a feeling I know what this is. Oh wow, it's a lot of files. How about just the executables? Yeah, there's B-Run 20, so it's a QuickBASIC game. I think I know what this is. LASTHALF. Welcome to Soft Labs, the last half of darkness. Okie dokie. So, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, one person that I keep track of is Clint Basinger of Lazy Game Reviews, as well as Pushing Up Roses. And both of them did a Let's Play together of this game. Anyways, let's see how well I do at this. This version is distributed as Shareware. If you enjoy this product, please register by sending check or money order for $20 freaking dollars. Reminder, this was written in QuickBASIC in 1991. Although, he's saying if you register, you get a hint booklet and a completely packaged copy of the second game. So, at least your $20 is paying for something more than just a registered copy. Cannot find... Oh. So I have to run an installer first? Okay, it works so long as I don't tell it to use the Kovacs speech thing. Which kind of makes me wonder now if it actually has improved audio if you actually do have the Kovacs speech thing. The thing is, DOSBox should process it automatically, but apparently there's like some extra drivers that this particular game needs to do that. And we got mouse controls. So yeah, this is basically an adventure game where it gives you a sort of view at the front here of sort of what's going on. You have an inventory that you can have objects in, and the exits thing sort of tells you how many different ways out of the current scene there are. So it's kind of like a cross between a text adventure and a graphical adventure, just in a different way than you would expect. So anyways, the moonlight of a full moon illuminates the front of this ghostly house, once owned by your great aunt. A strong breeze causes the trees to brush against the sides of the house, making strange sounds. There is a light on in the attic. Better check it out. And can we actually examine things here? Sign looks as though it has been here for a very long time. Oh, and it actually keeps it highlighted so we can keep clicking on things. House is in major need of some repairs. The moon isn't interesting? Seriously? What a scary tree. Yeah, the game thinks the trees are more interesting than the moon. Door is made of strong oak wood, and the knob has tarnished through the years of use. So, can we open it? The door is already open. How about if I close it? You can't close that. Why not? I opened it. Why can't I close it? I'm gonna hit the light. Nothing was damaged. Damn it. Dust fills this hall as sheets once used to protect dust from ruining the furniture. Now, wait. Dust fills this hall as sheets once used to protect dust from ruining the furniture now need protection themselves. Okay. Old paintings and antique fixtures decorate the hall with a grand staircase leading up into darkness. The last half of darkness, perhaps? The clock. It's an old-time grandfather clock. Too bad it doesn't keep time anymore. It says it's 3 o'clock right now, or possibly 12:15, but... oh. Actually, yeah, both of the hands look like they're the same size, so... what the hell? An old sheet covers the chair. Can we get the sheet? You can't take that. Boo. Okay, let's go this way. The decor in this haunting hall depicts a style from the 15th century. Its walls are covered with plaques and paintings from times unknown by anyone but your late aunt. Her presence lies within these walls of the decor as memories haunt your mind from times long ago. Ooh, there's swords on the wall. Old war relics from World War II. Can we take them? You can't take that. Can I take anything? I don't like how it's actually, yeah, there's something weird going on with the mouse controls here. See, right now, it's on the examine button, but if I move 1 pixel down, it counts as being on the go button. So, the accuracy... yeah, the accuracy of the mouse cursor is a little off. Style in this kitchen is one of great How can it be a mysterious style if we're looking at it? Contains no stove or refrigerator, making it a mystery on how your aunt became a gourmet cook. Actually, that's a legitimate question. Open the cupboards. There is nothing but a key in the cupboards. Finally, please, can I take the key? Yay, I can take the key. Even though it says I can't take that. There's something else going on with the controls, too, where it seems like what's happening is when I do perform an action, it immediately tries to perform the action again, which is why it's giving me these error messages, even though it's working. So, that's kind of annoying. And I also have a dollar bill now, which I'm guessing is probably like my score. Because there was no dollar bill up there, just a key. So can I examine the key? Key is made of solid gold. That is the darkest shade of gold I have ever seen in my life. Oh, and there's proof that my cycles count is probably way too high. That's a good amount. Cobwebs cover the shelves of this dust-bearing pantry. Walls bear wallpaper. And ceiling stained with dried water from upstairs bathroom. That can't be good. Old tattered doors stuck, allowing the musty smell to escape into the prevailing air. Okie dokie, what's this thing? Is your mind playing tricks on you, or are these matches haunted? That's a box of matches? Take? Okay. So, box of matches is closed. Can I open it? That's interesting. You can actually use all of the commands on things that are in your inventory as well. So, like, I mean, for a game written in QuickBASIC, this is pretty interesting. However, from what I remember from watching Clint and Roses go through this game, it can be pretty frustrating. So, that's me speaking from when I was watching that, obviously. But that's sort of, still, just the nature of the fact that this is working as well as it is, given, despite the bugs and the typos and stuff, like, I mean, this is something interesting. Actually, now that I have a match, let's actually go back to the fireplace. Let's see if we can do this. Operate. Click on the object you wish to use the match on. Yeah, there we go. We actually have a fire going. This may not be a good idea. Examine. The lit fire illuminates the room. I beg to differ. The room contains relics dating back to the 18th century. Your uncle was a collector of fine war weapons. Come on, please let me take one of these. Securely fastened to the wall. Given the age of this place and the fact that things are cracking, I seriously doubt they're secured that well. Only a quality craftsman could have forged steel this strong. Its handle is made from solid gold. Okay. Just a little side note about war weaponry. There's a reason why real weapons aren't made of gold, and it's because it would probably bend and shatter. done in any sort of regular combat situation. Contrary to popular belief, gold does not make your weapons better. This is why gold is one of the worst materials you can use in Minecraft. So yeah, this is an interesting game. If anybody into inventory-based adventure games should definitely give this a look. Like, I mean, as I said before, it does get pretty frustrating later in, because there's a lot of things that can happen which you don't really have a lot of control over. So it's more a fact of just going through the game and sort of trying to figure out how to trigger those things to happen. But other than that, there is a lot to go through here. One thing I will say, though, is that there is a bit of a bug in how it handles text inputs, because there are points in the game where you do have to type text in, and if it's expecting a number and you put in a word, it'll do the standard QuickBASIC thing of saying redo from start. So that's just one thing to keep in mind, is that if you get that error message, it's expecting a number. And it kind of screws up the whole screen when it happens too, so it's kind of funny, but... And that's pretty much all I gotta say about this. Select the drive. Let's just see if the save function works. Now let's try loading and see if it'll actually work. Okay, it loaded. Well, saving and loading does work. Well, that's annoying that you have to put in the file name by hand. So yeah, interesting adventure game. Check it out if this is your kind of thing.